This is Fine TV Gambia, your only viewpoint. Today we are here at Gambia Methodist Academy, a school that is located at Bakau Mile 7. This school was established in 1995 by the Gambia Methodist Church. Gambia Methodist Academy evolves as one of the best educational institutions in the country, known for its strong emphasis on discipline and exceptional academic performance. Today we are here to witness the 40th anniversary environment project launching of Gambia Methodist Laymen's Association. So stay tuned as we show you how the program unfolds.
Presiding Bishop, the Methodist Church of Gambia, the Most Reverend Bani Manga, the Executive Director of National Environmental Agency, Dr. Dauda Baji, SOC, Methodist Church, the Gambia, Reverend Louis Prom, Chairman, Gambia Methodist Laymen's Association, who is also Chairman of the Board of Governors of Gambia Methodist Academy, Dr. Ernest Obi, members of the Board of Governors of Gambia Methodist Academy here present, our distinguished guests from other organizations, members of the clergy, members of the Methodist community who are here to support us, members of staff of Gambia Methodist Academy, and students. I want to warmly welcome all of you to this special ceremony. As a school, we are extremely delighted to have members of the Gambia Laymen's Association coming over to partner with us. The association is celebrating 40 years. Gambia Methodist Academy is celebrating 30 years. So it is in place that we twin and make sure that we have a successful celebration across the board. We are happy that our school has been chosen. We hope the other Methodist schools will not be jealous. They should realize that this is our anniversary year, and this is GMLA's anniversary year too. So it is us that they should come over to. Our campus is a small one, but we are excited that the association has decided to establish this environmental project here, right, and give us as many trees and fruit trees, as well as dust bins and other gadgets that will keep our environment clean. So we want to say a big thank you in advance to the association, and we welcome you to Gambia Methodist Academy. I think it is a very privileged occasion this, because the chairman of GMLA happens to be the chairman of the Board of Governors of Gambia Methodist Academy. So this is it. So anything that is good that goes to the association has to come through us. And we want to thank our chairman for always being there for us and seeking our interests. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gambia Methodist Academy.
Thank you. At this time, again, we have presented time our current president, who is also the chairman of the board of governors of the school, to make a remark, statement. Dr. Anas Obi. Give him a hand. Give him a hand.
Master of Ceremony, Brother Henry Davis, the presiding Bishop of Methodist Church Gambia, His Grace, the Most Reverend Bani Manga, the Secretary of Conference, the ministers of Methodist Church Gambia, the members of the Board of Directors, Board of Governors, past and present of Gambia Methodist Academy, Principal Mrs. Hannah Hardin, management, staff, and students, distinguished special guest, who are here. Uh, we have a couple of them, Professor Yafa, Dr. Dauda Baji, Mr. Sid Drame, a former Permanent Secretary Agriculture, Dr. Amadou Sow, former Permanent Secretary Agriculture, dear sister Mrs. Mayama Ashcroft, an authority on women's financing in this country, and many other distinguished dignitaries, friends, relatives, and loved ones are all present here today. I would want to start by appreciating all of you for coming. Friday is a busy day, it's a short working day, but all of you decided to take time off your schedules to be here. So that shows how you value this occasion and how you value Gambia Methodist Academy and how you value environmental matters. I also would like to appreciate the members of the Gambia Methodist Laymen's Association for supporting the work of the church in a variety of areas, including education. We will continue to support the Methodist Church, the Gambia, under the leadership of our presiding bishop, Most Reverend Bani E.F. Manga. I want to take this opportunity, since I put on two responsibilities, to thank the bishop. To thank him because of the fact that anything or activity that would make the church or the country move forward is always in support of it. So we started the planning some time ago, and he was in the picture. And every stage he would give us approval. And not only that, a few months ago, I think in May or June, thereabout, the Methodist Church also implemented and observed the Global Environment Day at the Methodist Mission Agriculture Project. So Bishop Manga, we are indeed, as an association, very grateful for the vision, the focus you have for this church, and not just the church, because the church is part of the society, but for the country. We are very grateful on behalf of the Methodist, Gambia Methodist Laymen's Association. I also want to thank all my members. Some of them are here, like Brother Sammy Davis, who is a past president and an elder in the church and a past lay president, the PTA chairman, and all of you for your input, your support to this project. The purpose of this gathering is to promote environmental management in Gambia Methodist Academy, and by extension, in all our schools. Environmental management and sustainability is everybody's business. It is our responsibility to protect the environment for future generations to come. We don't want to leave an environment that is degraded, an environment that we cannot bequeath to our children. So the Gambia Methodist Laymen's Association is making a modest contribution to environmental management in support of whatever the government of the Gambia is doing, in support of the sustainable development goals, in support of our own brothers and sisters. As the Bible says, we should be our brothers and sisters' keeper. We should be concerned about each other. So that's why we're here. My Lord Bishop, distinguished guests, students, this is a partnership we are starting with this school. But we hope, with funds permitting, we'll extend it to other schools. Because, as I said, environment is everybody's business. For this event to hold today, we did a lot of planning. And I must also appreciate those who have been working day and night. We had a committee comprising of Gambia Methodist Laymen Association and Gambia Methodist Academy. And I want to appreciate publicly the good work done by Mr. Kamara of Gambia Methodist Academy, Mr. Bassi of Gambia Methodist Academy, Brother Henry Davis of Gambia Methodist Laymen's Association, Brother Victor Leomi, and my humble self as the chairman of the Environment Committee. My Lord Bishop, what was envisaged as a small event has grown to something big. And I would state publicly because I believe in accountability and transparency. The event is funded by my consultancy company, Obi Associates, at no cost to the association or to the school. But I received support from Gambians who believe in what we are doing, whether as a church, as an association, or a school. That shows the uniqueness of Gambia and Gambians. I must state publicly our appreciation as an association to a few people. Mr. Yankuba Dabo, the Commissioner General of GRA, in his personal capacity, I emphasize, in his personal capacity, contributed towards what we're doing. I must also state that the executive director of the National Environment Agency, Dr. Dauda Baji, on the high table, when I told him about this, he was very excited and supportive. He said, "Teacher, I would support this venture." And you will see the great support he has given from the National Environment Agency when we go around and when the whole project is launched by our dear Bishop. Dr. Baji, we are very grateful for the support you've given. It's beyond expectation. And he did not stop at that. He said that Gambia Methodist Academy will be adopted as one of the partner institutions with his agency. So we are very, very grateful and appreciative. Also, the Food Safety and Quality Authority, I don't know whether they are DG or representative is here, has made a commitment to support the school in the area of food safety, nutrition science, or what the old people like us you call home economics. They intend to support the school, and they have made that commitment. The Director of Urban Agriculture in the Ministry of Agriculture, Department of Agriculture, has also committed to support our garden, the school farms and gardens in our various activities. So this what we were planning as a small event has grown into a very big event. And for all these people I've mentioned, Mr. Yankuba Dabo, Dr. Dauda Baji, the Director General of FSQA, Food Safety and Quality Authority, Mr. Momoduba, were all my students at Mr. Dabo at Gambia High School as a young graduate, Dr. Baji and Mr. Ba at the University of Gambia, where I was a part-time lecturer in the early 2000s. So this partnership would grow in a very big and dynamic way. I want to take this opportunity to say to the management of the school that a lot of resources, whether from GMLA or from other supporters has been put into this endeavor. And we want to appeal to the management, the staff, and the students of the yes, you can come. Yeah. We want to appeal that the items to be donated after the project is launched should go a long way to improve environmental sanitation in the school, to improve the teaching of agriculture and environmental studies. You cannot be an agriculturist when you don't know, you cannot differentiate between tomato and maize. You cannot be an agriculturist. The practical aspect, that's why you see that we got a lot of practical things, from seeds to shovels to pickaxe to feeding trough, etc., etc. We want them to be used practically. And also, Presiding Bishop, with your permission, we are relaunching and re-establishing 2 clubs that went dormant in the school. One is the Young Farmers Club. It went dormant. I was the former patron. And also the Environmental Club is being revived today. So the teachers concerned will be monitoring. And here, I invited a great Gambian on climate change, Professor Sidat Yafa. We will be coming and knocking on your doors for support from the Wascal project. He's doing a lot of capacity building, up to PhD in this country. We don't know. Our students will be coming for entry to the University of Gambia, for agriculture, for climate change, for environmental studies. Please, when they come, do the needful. On that note, I don't intend to make this a long statement. We are also grateful to the NEA. The NEA has provided practical things. Here, we have a lot of educational materials that they have given us. You'll see them at the back. I want them to be properly utilized. There would not be any excuse for them to be put aside or to be destroyed. I would not take that in my capacity as the board chairman. We want them to be used for our own children, for the benefit of Gambia and Gambians and all who come through the school. So they have been generous. And not only that, the Director General, Dr. Baji, said they are doing more printing of other materials and will be a beneficiary. And on that note, Dr. Baji, environment is critical. We have other Methodist schools. The bishop launched the Environment Day a few months ago. We want to promote environment as part of our core values, apart from the spiritual side. And in conclusion, this mission, the Methodist Church Gambia, is not starting environment today. In 1974, the Methodist Mission Agriculture Program was established during the Sahelian drought, when there was drought from Mali to Somalia. It was established to mitigate the drought, to provide water, to ensure food and nutrition security, environmental sustainability, and we had projects in the North Bank, in Sierra North, and in West Coast region. MMAP is an institution that has done so much. And since I'm here, I'll take the opportunity to promote MMAP. If you want good quality seedlings, please go there. Seedlings that would go through the harsh climatic conditions, quality seedlings. And for this event, we bought all our seedlings from them to show that we have confidence in them. And their coordinator is Mr. Edmond Shonobi. You can talk to him on bilateral basis if you want more. So we are grateful to you, Mr. Shonobi, and we will continue to partner with your organization. And once again, I also want to welcome those who just came in whilst I was talking, Mr. Aliu Suso, who would also represent the CG of GRA in the tree planting. After the speeches and all the big grammar, we'll be doing tree planting to be led by our bishop. We'll call on a number of people to do tree planting. We want a green campus here. On that note, Lord Bishop, distinguished guests, Madam Principal, students, I thank you all for coming and God bless you all.
Dr. Dawda Baji, Executive Director of the National Environment Agency, just to give a goodwill message. Mr. Baji, give me a hand.
Yeah, thank you very much, Chair. First of all, some protocols. First of all, good morning to you all. And first, I would like to recognize the presence of the presiding bishop of Methodist, Most Reverend Benny Manga, Dr. Anis Obi, chairperson of the GMLA and chairman of the Board of Governors, Gambia Methodist Academy. And I just want to say a few things about Dr. Obi. Yes, I met Dr. Obi during one of our lectures at the University of the Gambia around 2001 when he was a part-time lecturer. And then I found some interesting, because that time he was doing free of charge lectures at the university when we were struggling to get lecturers. So he was working at UNDP and then he started coming to give some free lectures. And then we are on that until at some point I choose him to be my supervisor of my thesis at the University of Odessa. So at the beginning when I realized whatever I write, when it goes there, the way it comes is totally, then I told him, you know what, I don't think I can satisfy him. Because what we want is not possible. Because I'm used to that lazy kind of thing. Then anyway, if you want to work with me, then you have to be ready to be very serious. Other than that, you are not going to. So then I started thinking, and he was generous enough to give me all kind of supporting material. Where if you want books, if you want to know more about this, you have to be ready to read. So he's ready, generous enough to give me all this material. But at the end of the day, the association becomes more of a brother, father, whatever you think about. And he has really guided me throughout the process, up to the level of my PhD. I can remember when I prepare my, these are some of the people that I actually sent my proposal to look at it, even at PhD level, even though at some point when I changed a little bit of course, when I went to do my master's degree, I have to share some of those proposals to give me some thoughts on whether it is something that is. So this is something that I really owe him as somebody who really guided me a lot during those trying times. So I also like also to recognize the principal. I think I have some of my kids who were here and they actually graduated. And I can remember sometime when I come, because the kids, they normally tell things at the end of the day. So one time they tell me that, our school, they say you have to do exam you have to do your assignment using phone. And I said, but how? What about somebody who don't have phone? How is he going to, because not everybody has the opportunity to have smartphone. So what about those parents who don't have the smartphone? So the children cannot, say, no, that is teacher. I say, okay. So I came and met the principal because I know she's a very serious person. So actually, what? My kids say that your teachers give them assignment through phones. And for example, if I don't have a phone for them, that means my children cannot learn. So he said, in fact, I can open the box for you. Most of the phones that we got, we have already stored them there. They don't get it until until the school opened. So when I went back, I said, okay, you people, you say that this is what is happening. He said, no. He said, yes. I said, okay, now from today, all your phones are going to be in my lock until you finish. Because your principal told me this is what is happening. So that is the kind of thing, and then I'm seeing now, some of those students are actually right now at the university. That shows how serious this school is. So when I was contacted by by Dr. Obi on this issue, I said this is an opportunity for me to be part of this as an institution, so that we can really inculcate something valuable for the children, for the present and future generation of this country. So we are proud to be part of this, but that is also the role of the National Environment Agency to work with everybody. Because the chairman mentioned something very clear. Environment is everybody's business. So if it's everybody's business, then everybody must be part of it to solve the problem that I said. So I never wanted to prepare some statement, but I think I have, protocol-wise, I have few things that I wanted to discuss, or that I wanted to read out. So it's an honor to be given this opportunity. So first of all, thank the GMLA and the Chairman Board of Governors, Gambia Methodist Academy, for inviting NEA to this very important launching ceremony. The launching ceremony of the future, I may call it, as meant to safeguard our environment for us and the future generation of this country. I am also aware that there will be some tree planting which make this launching unique, as trees are part of our life. And there is a saying, no tree, no life. And science will surely tell us when you read the importance of trees in our life. Chair, the world's environment that support our own existence is under serious threat, mostly by ourselves. Most of the problems that are associated with environmental degradation are not caused by the monkeys. They are not caused by other God-created animals, but they are caused by us sitting here. And it is our responsibility, a duty to all of us, to ensure that we safeguard what God has created for us. God did not create this environment for a joke. And as one of the clergy mentioned here, we talk about, and any religion that you may believe in, there is no religion that will tell you that go and destroy the environment, but how to nurture it. So why are we, and when we say that we spend our time in churches, on Sundays, or any other day, or in mosques, at the end of the day, we are contributing something that is also affecting other God creators. Are we sure God will forgive us? What is between you and I? That's no God we're going to talk about that. What is between you and God? He may be forgiven. But if you destroy the home of a monkey that doesn't have any place to stay, eventually end up roaming around until it is killed by a passing vehicle, then you have to be questioned, why do you do that? And the monkey have to forgive you before God will say, okay, if you have taken care of that bill between you and God, then now I can now take what between you and us, that between me and the Almighty. So this is a responsibility. This is something, it's not a joke. And look at the environment today. And I look into it from a perspective. Most of the people who are senior citizens, you can look at some years ago, 50, 40, 50 years ago. There is hope in our environment. The place is very green. The place looks beautiful. And I can consider that as a kind of an assuring effort by many people. Dr. Obi mentioned during the mentioned the role the Methodist Academy, Methodist Church has played in terms of saving our environment. And even when you go to their areas like Brikama, where they have you can see how it looked like. That shows that they have been working a lot in trying to safeguard our environment across the country. Now, current generation, what are we doing? I consider this current generation is an alarming situation. There's a lot of destruction, land degradation, whatever you call it. And who are doing it? Ourselves sitting here. And for the future, I consider it as something that we don't have hope. Because if we are leaving this legacy for our for our future generation, what are they going to inherit? Maybe they're going to see right. I think I can remember when I was a small, but there was a particular poster that was depicting the environment situation, our present, future, and our past, present, and future generations. There's a lot of posters. And the future was very, very dying. And I think that, I don't know who came up with that kind of mentality at that time when I was going to primary school. That in future we're going to be seeing rats, monkey, or the baboons, because this is the drawing, and very few amount of trees. And the way we are going, we are almost beyond that. And I think this kind of initiative is something that is very, very key. And this is a laudable initiative that we have to do. And please multiply it, as you said. It started with Gambia Methodist Academy, but we have a lot of schools around. And this is also in line with the National Environment Agency, what we call Catch Them Young initiative. Let us try to educate our young people so that they can take responsibility of environmental issues in a responsive manner when they grow up. Because the current generation has actually kind of failed us. But still, there's something that we need to. So when I saw, after looking at those things, as I sit here, I felt I had some glimpse of hope. That yes, there are people who are here to ensure that we have a better environment for ourselves and the future generation of this country. So it is something that is very, very key. And in recognition of this noble initiative, the NEA through WACA project of the Ministry of Environment, Climate Change and Natural Resources hereby present environmental and publicity awareness material to enhance your effort and also daring being used properly for sustainability and the purpose in which they are meant for. And that is very, very important. We have done a lot, but sometimes when you go there, you do a lot. But sometimes in Gambia situation, what I've learned, what belongs to everybody belongs to nobody. And that is actually reflected even in our public taps. Because you can see you don't even want to take care of it. We have given institutions, we have given them whatever, but apparently when you go there, you can see a whole machine got lost because it's not. I don't expect that kind of a thing from this. And I'm fully assured by the chairman, this is not going to happen because we'll be visiting. Now that is going to be part of our collaborating schools, we'll always be knocking at the principal's door and we'll be seeing how things have been faring over the past. We have almost 20-something schools that we are collaborating, and we are trying to multiply that one so that that Catch Them Young initiative is something that we want to grow. Because our generation, the way it is going, I don't think it's helping the environment. And this is something that we need to look into. So I would like to say this. Looking at environment, it is clearly mentioned that it is everybody's business. Therefore, if you don't take care of the environment will take care of us. And that has started. Because currently we are facing some of it before, the situation that we are feeling now and how it was happening before is totally different. So it's the environment's turn to take care of us. And we're not going to blame any God. Because most of us try to blame God all the time. If somebody speed at a particular place where it's supposed to be 20 kilometers per hour and you do 60 kilometers, if you kill a human being, is it God who tells you have to speed at that level? And all of us are, whether you are Muslim or Christian, every Friday, every Sunday would go to our backyard. How do they look like? And you want God to come and take. The brain God gave us as Africans is the same brain that is in Asia, the same brain that is in Europe. But why is it that we cannot do anything better? That is benefit us today and the future generation. So in conclusion, this is something that I think is worth, and the young ones that are behind, current, this elder, these senior people are building your future. And you cannot be there to be telling people that, oh, they do not show us the way. This is part of the way. Take this thing seriously. Because whatever you do, just like when they said, the police will tell you when you get your license, drive carefully, the life you save may be your own. So this is something that is very, very good. And in conclusion, I would also like to recognize certain distinguished personalities. Professor Yava, the University of the Gambia, the Dean, and also the Director of the Westcal Program, P.S. Drame. I think I can remember when I was at there, he was one time in Sapo, and we were using his car as if when we are hungry, he will take us from that place of Brikama to get food when we are students. So sometimes it's very important to recognize those when we are struggling. He was in Sapo as the station manager there, and then when we get food, he'll always pick us, go to get food. And I also have Dr. Sow also. And also Mr. David, today after I think he taught me at the university. But it was a long time I never met him. Until today I said, but is it somebody that? So at least these are people who have guided and then lead us the way where we are. And we are very grateful for what they have done. And the entire distinguished personalities that are here. This is a noble cause, and I want us to cherish this thing and support whatever we can to ensure that we have an environment that is good for us and the future generation of this country. I thank you very much for your kind attention.
That's why what's being done now at GMA is just set the foundation, not only for this generation, but generations to come. And those trees that are being planted today will be big trees tomorrow. So it's for you, the students, right now, are witnessing this. Tomorrow, you say, yes, that tree was planted like so. So definitely, all of you, students, all of you, generation, we got them into the just happen. We just happen. And so it's actually so please, thank you very much for that. Such an inspirational speech. At this time, we call our own bishop, the most reverend, Ani Banizamanga, presiding bishop of the Methodist Church of Ghana, to the actual launching of today's prayer.
Morning to you all. Madam Lay President, Reverend Secretary of Conference, Methodist ministers here present, the Chair of the Gambia Methodist Academy Board, Dr. N.S. Obi, Dr. Dauda Baji, Executive Director of NEA, board members of the Gambia Methodist Academy, members of the GMLA, Gambia Methodist Laymen Association, distinguished invited personalities, staff and students of Gambia Methodist Academy, the media, and all protocols duly acknowledged. To be privileged to stand here to celebrate 40 years of GMLA and 30 years of GMA as we juxtapose this reality within the history of the Methodist Church, the Gambia, is quite humbling. Our church has existed for over 200 years in the Gambia, and this history has witnessed our participation in various environmental ventures. This quest has led to the formation of the Methodist Mission Agricultural Project and its impact in this nation. We celebrate that in our history, we have planted over 250,000 trees across the length and breadth of this nation, and that must be recognized. So that my little calculation is telling me that if they are, as per what we are told by Jibos, that the population of Gambia is about 2.5 million. Am I right? 2.5 million. And we have planted 250,000 trees. If you do the arithmetic, it means one tree that we have planted in our history has been able to serve at least 100 people. And if trees, the air we breathe is coming from the trees, then we have contributed in 100 lives in this nation, or in 2.5 million lives, and that should be celebrated. To be able to continue this history by indigenous people in the persons of Dr. Ernest Obi, Dr. Dauda Baji, the Commissioner General of GRA, Mr. Yankuba Dabo, the Food Security Director, Mr. Momodu Jallo, the Director of Urban Agriculture, members of the GMLA, the staff and peoples of GMA participating in the continuation of this history is quite uplifting. And I think we all need to celebrate ourselves. You know, I stand here very happy today because all these names that we are calling and all of you who are participating, you know, white people. You're black Africans. You're Gambians. You're West Africans. And for long, it has to be someone else coming to tell us we need to do it. For long, it has to be someone else coming to do it for us, and we be benefactors. Now it is us dipping our own hands in our pocket and contributing in making our environment better. That is an achievement, and all of you should be proud of that. To promote this, Dr. Obi has said there will be the Young Farmers Club, there will be the Environmental Club, and I added there will be the Climate Change Club. And so all of them will be duly recognized in this school. To promote environmental awareness, the Methodist Church, the Gambia, is going to have an environmental movement in all our schools and institutions. Some of our community members have already committed to supporting and sponsoring this movement, and I look forward to distributing the prizes when the time comes. Let me end by informing you that the first commandment in our scriptures is about caring for creation. Genesis chapter 1, verses 26 to 28. Please, a lot of us need to be reminded that when God created human being, the first thing he said to human being is take care of what I have created. And what is it that God has created? The environment. So the first commandment is what? Take care of the environment. Now I want to push it one step further. The environment, yes, it's about all that is there, but can I remind you that you're part of the environment as well? You are part of the environment. How many of you are taking good care of yourself? How many of you do exercise? How many of you do take walks? See, I'm speaking like this because I've started, right? So please, nobody will tell me, Bishop, you too, right? Haven't I gone down small? I'm also on it, right? As much as we take good care of ourselves, let's also take good care of that which God has entrusted to us. And my friends, with the work that Professor Yaba is doing, my colleague in the university, with the work that this school will be doing, with the work that we will be doing in all our institutions and our churches and our schools, with the work that NEA is doing, with the work that is going to be promoted by the GMLA, with the work that will be promoted by the media, I am pretty sure we will be moving forward. What we are doing today is contributing to environment, to creation. You are a privileged people to grace this occasion and to be allowed to participate in the historical process of what is being done. And therefore, on that note, on behalf of the Methodist Church, the Gambia, I, the Most Reverend Bani Ebenezer Fananza Manga, launched the Gambia Methodist Laymen's Association Environmental Project in the name of God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit, and to the glory of God and the benefit of all humanity who will live and work within our jurisdiction. God bless us all, and God bless this initiative. Amen.
Thank you very much, Master of Ceremony. As part of this day, this is serious business. Those who were born, who are as old as me, or I know I'm older than Professor Yafa. In 1977, the former president of the Gambia, Sir Dawda Kairaba Jawara, now late, may his soul rest in peace, made a declaration on the environment called the Banjul Declaration of 1977 at the Makati Square. That's where we used to have the March Past, not Independence Stadium. And he made this declaration, Banjul Declaration. And this declaration talks about the environment at that time. And what this man of wisdom said in 1977 still prevails, is still happening. So there is a whole organization called the Kairaba Conservation and Leadership Organization promoting environmental management and leadership in this country, Kaira Klo, of which Professor Yafa and myself are board members. They are promoting the environment, the Banjul Declaration. The Gambia Methodist Laymen's Association is happy and pleased, extremely happy and gracious. I'm not a good English student like Mrs. Harding, so let me choose my words carefully. We are very happy to present the Banjul Declaration to the head of the Methodist Church, the Gambia, Most Reverend Bani E.F. Manga, as our own little contribution from the GMLA to the Methodist Mission, and to assure him that whatever you do in environment, GMLA is also going to be supportive. My Lord Bishop, this is for you, and it should be placed in your office. It's for the Methodist Church, the Gambia. Yeah.
Thank you. This is awesome. Who knows the Banjul Declaration by heart? $10,000. So we're going to make sure that everybody tries to know this because that should be. So the various jobs that will be launched, please make sure your members know. Because when we come out, it could be one of the questions that will be asked. If someone is able to answer the Banjul Declaration, so, and I teach not only in theological studies in the Methodist Church, but also in the university. They will also know the Bible revelation as part of our quest so that everyone will know what is there. This is beautiful, and so God bless you all, and God bless your ministry. Thank you.
Gentlemen, my name is Professor Sidat Yafa, Director of the Wascal PhD program at the University of the Gambia. I have been set up by Dr. Ernest Obi and the Right Reverend Bani Manga. I could read through the lines that they invited me here in order to set me up, and they have succeeded. So for that reason, I will stand to that challenge. First, I have consulted with my staff at University of the Gambia under the Wascal program that we will have the Gambia Methodist Academy as one of our climate change clubs. We have a pilot phase of these clubs in the country. First, we started with Daddy Job Senior Secondary School, Imam Malik Islamic Senior Secondary School, Bakote Senior Secondary School, and the Gambia National Army. So the Gambia Methodist Academy is the fifth one. So we will support you in so many ways with climate change. Finally, I'm making a pledge to your cause, Dr. Obi. I'm pledging $30,000 by end of October 2025. So call me 31st of October. Just send me your bank account details. I'll transfer $30,000. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. See them afterwards. You can come and look at them. We got everything they need. Not only to have a garden, but also to take care of the campus around. GMA is a very beautiful area. We want to keep it beautiful all the time. So we got every equipment they will probably need to clean the campus itself. So whenever anyone comes to visit, they say, yes, it's in good shape. And this is just a foundation. There will be some flowers and all that being planted later on, okay, to keep the school very beautiful. Okay, so this time there's a document that our chairman and president, Loranes Obi, and Mrs. Hardin, I think our presiding bishop also, we will sign and hand over all these equipments. Okay, and after I guess we'll have to take a picture of him handing over to Mrs. Hardin. Now, we had a small store, but I don't know why we put all this equipment because in NEA has blessed us again with double what we have. So Mrs. Hardin, I don't know why we could put all this equipment. We'll get this place. Thank you, thank you. So at least they will keep for you. Thank you very much to NEA for such beautiful equipment. You can look at it later, go around, get some brochures and everything else. So at least we know it's been identified. So, okay, so Mr. President Chairman. Okay, we're going to hand over all these equipments to the principal, Mrs. Harding, and his staff.
That before we hand over, for the purpose of accountability and transparency, that I go quickly through the list. From the Gambia Methodist Laymen Association, we have 6 metal dustbins. 3 are already here, 3 are on the way coming. Seedlings, 20 seedlings, 2 knapsack sprayer, 2 heavy-duty hose pipes, 4 garden sets, 4 watering cans, onion, okra, sweet pepper, eggplant, carrot, lettuce, cucumber, hot pepper, 1 tin each, making a total of 7, 2 shovels, 2 spades, 4 digging forks, 2 garden lines for measurement, NPK fertilizer. We'll be bringing the organic fertilizer. There was a delay in the delivery, but we'll also have organic fertilizer. 1 measuring tape, 4 heavy-duty wheelbarrow, 2 seedling trays, 5 rakes, 2 nursery trays, 2 poultry drinkers, 2 hand sprays, 120 liters dustbin, 3 of them, 45-liter dustbins, 3 of them, floor cleaning mops, 3, plastic brooms 3, mop buckets 2, long dustpans 2, 240-liter dustbins 2, laundry baskets 2, local hose 2, long brooms, local brooms, the long ones 2. That's from the Gambia Methodist Laymen's Association. Also, from the National Environment Agency, we are also very grateful. 5 wheelbarrows, 5 trash bins, 5 rakes. In terms of educational materials, they have also given us NEA program leaflets 33, agriculture poster 7, Gambia biodiversity management poster 7, discover the beauty in wetland 2, combating climate change book 5, importance of environmental conservation 12, the Gambia present, past, and future poster, that's 1, Africa Environment Outlook poster 4, Gambia Go Green Initiative 4, sorry, 11, not 4, Gambia Go Green Initiative 11. In addition to that, also, we'll be receiving other materials from the Food Safety and Quality Authority. We'll also be receiving from Professor Yafa other materials and support, and also a pledge of $30,000 by the end of October. So for all these items, on behalf of my boss, the bishop, on behalf of the Gambia Methodist Laymen's Association, on behalf of the Gambia Methodist Academy, we say thank you to all of the donors and the organization that have supported. And our doors are open. We are starting here, but the mass is not ended here. Those who go to mass, when they say the mass is ended, it means you have to go home. But the mass has not ended. The mass has just started here. We would want to go to other places, other schools, other communities to repeat. It might not be in the same grand scale, but we must do something in all our schools and our communities with the partnership of MMAP, NEA, WASCAL program. And also, you see, it's good to do a good job. Bishop, your legacy lives with you. WASCAL was established by ECOWAS, the German government, some 10 years ago in our Department of Agriculture and Environment. And at a particular point, I was in their board. And today, WASCAL Gambia is doing so well, and we are very proud. So when I hear WASCAL, I say, tell God thank you. I do good job over there, and it's reflecting through the efforts of other good Gambians like Professor Sidat Yafa and many others in the university system. So thank you very much. Gambia Methodist Laymen's Association, Gambia Methodist Laymen's Association, from here up to the other end, to the other door. So we want to formally present one item as part of the handing over, and we'll give it to the bishop, who is the boss, the proprietor, the spiritual leader of the Methodist Church, the Gambia, and over to the principal. And we have decided as an association, we'll be monitoring all these items to make sure that they are put to good use for the benefit of the children and our country. So, Lord Bishop, it is a singular honor and pleasure on behalf of the Gambia Methodist Laymen's Association for me to present all these items to you as the custodian of the school for onward transmission to the management and staff and students of Gambia Methodist Academy.
Thank you very much. Well, since I'm the bishop and I have vested interest in some of the activities here, Can I select some for myself and some for this school, right? You have not answered, so because no. All right, on behalf of the Gambia Methodist Laymen Association and indeed on behalf of all of us, we present all these items to the Gambia Methodist Academy, especially on your 30th anniversary, that you continue doing not only academic excellence, but you also do environmental excellence in our country and beyond. God bless you.
Okay. Yeah. Then we move to the other side. Information from the National Environment Agency through its Executive Director, Dr. Dauda Baji. So we'll make a symbolic presentation again to the Bishop and the Bishop to the head of school. What, Rick? Okay, the Rick. What Rick? Okay. So, my Lord Bishop, on behalf, on behalf of the National Environment Agency, the Gambia Methodist Laymen Association, we present these items donated by the by the National Environment Agency to you for annual transmission to Gambia Methodist Academy.
On behalf of the Methodist Church, we receive these gifts from the National Environment Agency, and we so hand it over to the Gambia Methodist Academy for use in this school. God bless you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, we can take our seats.
Good morning, distinguished guests, the presiding Bishop of Methodist Church of the Gambia, Director of the National Environment Agency, Chairman and members of the Gambia Laymen's Association, members of the Board of Governors of the Gambia Methodist Academy, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It is an honor for us, the students of Gambia Methodist Academy, to be part of this historic moment as we join hands in protecting our environment. We are delighted that members of GMLA have launched this environmental project in our school. It will create awareness in our responsibility as members of future generation to protect the environment and to maintain a clean campus at all times. We assure you that we will collectively nurture the trees and take good care of the agricultural tools and dustbins provided. And also become ambassadors of environmental protection within our communities. Together, we can ensure that the Gambia remains a cleaner, greener, and healthier nation for generations to come. Congratulations once again to GMLA as you celebrate your 40th anniversary. May God richly bless you all. Thank you very much.
Gracious God, we thank you for our part in creation. We thank you for the grace so to participate in making it better. We pray that you will continue to endow us with wisdom, with strength, with grace, and remind us continually to take care of that which you have created. Bless us all in our work, in our going out and coming in, and may your name always be glorified in and through us. Your grace, mercy, and peace be our portion. In Jesus' name, amen. I'm making sure I am knowing where it is.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Bishop. Thank you very much. Let's clap now.
I know.
I'll give you a warning
PTA chairman, head guy, where is he?
Take out the plastic now.
When you come back, we're going to water it. We can't get no water.
Too many years.
I can't get it.
These are the next month. Yes.
I'm only going to cover this one.
You are going to
Cover only this one.
this one.
Yes.
Why?
It's at my domain now.
It's your domain.
Yes, not at the area level.